Hello, it's a rather grey, wet and miserable Thursday the 2nd. I'm FxPlew and this is the market brief. Now, have you noticed how Bailey has popped up less and less between the MPC meetings recently? Perhaps it's all because he's only ever asked about the timing of the first rate cut and he has nothing new to say. The reality is that he just doesn't know, and importantly, it's not his job to speculate. But even the go-to central banker response of it's down to data-driven decisions is wearing a bit thin for many in the market who just don't like that vagary. Where the base rate is 5.25% now, many economic forecasts suggest that it will need to be 4.25% by year end to stimulate recovery in growth and output next year. And that's all well and good, but if the MPC push the first rate cut back to September, all those forecasts will need adjusting for only 75 basis points of cuts by year end, because the MPC won't cut more than 25 basis points at any one meeting. The stakes are getting higher for the MPC meeting next week, and any suggestion that they won't cut in June may well see a market reaction. Over in the US, as expected, the Fed left rates on hold. Where inflation has eased substantially, it is still just too high for a rate cut, especially when the inflationary path ahead still remains uncertain. So now the attention will shift to the employment data, and importantly, tomorrow's non-farm payrolls will take the limelight. So far this week, we've had job openings and ADP private sector job creation, and both were there or thereabouts in the same ballpark as before. 192,000 private sector jobs were created in April. That was slightly lower than last month, but certainly nothing to worry about there. Early estimates for tomorrow's payrolls data suggest that somewhere in the region of 250,000 new jobs could be on the cards after last month's 303,000 new jobs. Have a think about that one. I'll tap you up for a bid in tomorrow's sweepstake. Meanwhile in the market, the dollar index barely reacted to the Fed decision. That closed around 105.65 yesterday, and sterling peaked around 125.50 against the dollar. This morning we kick off around 125.40 against the dollar, about 116.95 against the euro, and euro dollar is around 107.25 on the open. That's it from me. Join me again tomorrow for the sweepstake.
If you do not have a clue, then just tweet through and ask FxPlew.